Hello everyone. Now you are watching Even College Digital Class YouTube channel and welcome back to another session of community health and social work. We had discussed in our previous video lectures about different diseases, like already we had discussed about the tuberculosis disease, typhoid disease, diphtheria, and also discussed about measles, chickenpox and dengue and plague disease, and what are the causes, what are the symptoms, and how we can prevent or how we can get treatment to eradicate these diseases. And now in this lecture we will discuss about the hepatitis disease, and we will discuss about briefly what is hepatitis, what are the causes of hepatitis disease, what are the different types of hepatitis disease, and what are the complications we are facing in hepatitis disease, and also we will discuss about what are the risk factors in hepatitis disease. Let's discuss briefly on that. First we will discuss about what is hepatitis. Hepatitis refers to an inflammatory condition of the liver. It's commonly caused by a viral infection, but there are other possible causes of hepatitis. These include autoimmune hepatitis and hepatitis that occurs as a secondary result of medications, drugs, toxins and alcohol. Hepatitis is a viral disease and which affect the liver of a human being. When a person is suffering from liver infection and there is some different symptoms which we will discuss later, and when a person has liver damage problem, there is issues related with hepatitis disease, and a person is suffering from hepatitis due to different virus infection, and because of that the hepatitis disease is a viral infection disease. Autoimmune hepatitis is a disease that occurs when your body makes antibodies against your liver tissue, and sometimes there is autoimmune hepatitis is a disease also, and which occurs your body, and when your body makes antibodies against your liver tissue, that is autoimmune hepatitis. Your liver is located in the right upper area of your abdomen. It performs many critical functions that affect metabolism throughout your body. And your liver is in the right upper area of your abdomen, and it always performs many different types of critical functions, and which affect the metabolism of your body. So that liver infection is a major disease, and due to liver infection there is death also occurs due to that infection, and which includes bile production, which is essential to digestion, and the liver always produce bile production, and which is very essential for digestion of food, filtering of toxins from your body, and also due to liver there is filtering of toxins from our body, and the excretion of bilirubin, a product of broken down red blood cells and cholesterol, hormones and drugs. This is also excretion of bilirubin, breakdown of carbohydrates, fats and proteins. Due to liver there is breakdown of carbohydrate, fat and proteins, and which amount of carbohydrate, fat and protein is necessary for our health. Activation of enzymes which are specialized proteins essential to body functions, and there is also activation of enzyme and which is specialized for proteins, and which amount of or which quantity of proteins essential for functioning of our body. The liver can activate these enzymes. Storage of glycogen, a form of sugar, minerals and vitamins A, D, E and K, and also due to liver it can storage of a form of sugar and minerals and different types of vitamins. Synthesis of blood proteins such as albumin, and also it can synthesis of blood proteins also, synthesis of clotting factors, and next we will discuss about types of viral hepatitis. Viral infection of the liver that are classified as hepatitis include hepatitis A, B, C, D and E. A different virus is responsible for each type of virally transmitted hepatitis. Hepatitis A is always an acute short-term disease, while hepatitis B, C, D are most likely to become ongoing and chronic. And there is different types of hepatitis, and viral infection of the liver can cause the hepatitis disease, and there is different types like hepatitis A, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, hepatitis D, and hepatitis E type. These are the different types of hepatitis disease, and hepatitis A is a acute disease and it's a short-term disease, and at that time the hepatitis B, C, and hepatitis D are the long-term diseases, and which affects the liver, and which affects life-threatening situation also for a person. And hepatitis B, C, D, and are also ongoing and chronic disease also. Hepatitis E is usually acute but can be particularly dangerous in pregnant women. Hepatitis E is also an acute hepatitis disease, and but it can dangerous for a pregnant woman, because this is a situation in which situation there is two lives and they cannot take medicines for eradicating the hepatitis disease, and so that the disease is dangerous for the pregnant woman. Hepatitis A disease means first we will discuss about on hepatitis A. Hepatitis A is caused by an infection with the hepatitis A virus, which short form is HAV. This type of hepatitis is most commonly transmitted by consuming food or water contaminated by feces from a person infected with hepatitis A. And hepatitis A is caused by infection of the hepatitis A virus. It can commonly transmitted when a person is taking food or drinking water, and that water or that food infected by a person, which person is infected already by hepatitis A. And when we have contact with that type of food and with that type of drinking water which is already infected, then we can infected by hepatitis A virus, and which causes the hepatitis A disease. Then we will discuss on hepatitis B disease. Hepatitis B is transmitted through contact with infectious body fluids such as blood, vaginal secretions, or semen containing the hepatitis B virus or HBV. Injection, drug use, having sex with an infected partner, or sharing razors with an infected person increase your risk of getting hepatitis B. Sometimes hepatitis B also transmitted through contact with if there is infectious body fluids, like if the person is infected by hepatitis B and we have contact with directly the blood or vaginal secretions or semen of that person, and at the time of having sex with that infected partner, and also if you are sharing the razors with an infected person, at that time also we have life risk and we can infected by the hepatitis B virus, and which causes the hepatitis B disease. It's estimated by the CDC trusted source that 1.2 million people in the United States and 350 million people worldwide live with this chronic disease. Hepatitis B is a chronic disease, and there is the life risk situations for the hepatitis B infected persons also, and then is hepatitis C disease. Hepatitis C comes from the hepatitis C virus like HCV. Hepatitis C is transmitted through direct contact with infected body fluids, typically through injection, drug use, and sexual contact. Hepatitis C infected by the hepatitis C virus. When a person is infected by that virus, then the person has hepatitis C disease, and hepatitis C is transmitted when we have direct contact with a infected person and with the body fluids of that infected person, and which can typically also at the time of injection, drug use, and also sexual contact with an infected person. At that time, the healthy person can be infected by the hepatitis C virus, and which can cause the hepatitis C disease. And next is HCV is among the most common blood-borne viral infections in the United States, and it can the most common blood-borne viral infection. It can cause by blood infection. And next is hepatitis D disease. Hepatitis D is also called delta hepatitis. Hepatitis D is a serious liver disease caused by the hepatitis D virus. It is also a serious disease, and which is also a chronic disease, and which is infected by a person by the hepatitis D virus. Hepatitis D virus is contracted through direct contact with infected blood. If the healthy person has direct contact with an infected person who is infected by hepatitis D virus, then the person can be infected by the hepatitis D disease, and if the person has a direct contact with an infected person. And hepatitis D is a rare form of hepatitis that only occurs in conjunction with hepatitis B infection. The hepatitis D virus cannot multiply without the presence of hepatitis B, and it is very uncommon in the United States. If a person is suffering from hepatitis D disease, then that person is infected by hepatitis D virus, and also there is presence of the hepatitis B infection. Because of that, the person can be infected by the hepatitis D disease, and if there is no presence of hepatitis B, then the hepatitis D virus cannot multiply, so that there is presence of hepatitis B if the hepatitis D virus is multiplying very quickly. And the next is hepatitis E disease. Hepatitis E is a waterborne disease which is caused by the hepatitis E virus, and when a person is suffering from hepatitis E disease, and it's also a waterborne disease, and which can cause by the infection by hepatitis E virus. And hepatitis E is mainly found in areas with poor sanitation and typically results from ingesting fecal matter that contaminates the water supply, and this disease is uncommon in the United States. And hepatitis E is mainly found in poor sanitation and typically results from rural areas also. There is contaminants of the water supply, and where there is the problem of drinking water, those who are taking impure drinking water and those who are not maintaining proper sanitized and hygienic environment, there is the presence of hepatitis E virus, and because of poor sanitation, because of impure drinking water, the people are facing or the people are suffering from hepatitis E disease and infected by the hepatitis E virus, which can cause different life-threatening situations for them, those who have this type of issues. Next is causes of non-infectious hepatitis. What are the causes or what are the reasons because of that the persons are suffering from hepatitis disease, and there is different types of hepatitis disease. First cause is alcohol and other toxins. Excessive alcohol consumption can cause liver damage and inflammation. This is sometimes referred to as alcoholic hepatitis. When a person is taking excessive alcohol or consuming excessive alcohol, it can cause the liver damage, and also there is complex situation for that person, and this sometimes referred to as alcoholic hepatitis also. The alcohol directly injures the cells of your liver, and over time it can cause permanent damage and lead to liver failure and cirrhosis, a thickening and scarring of the liver. When a person is taking or consuming excessive alcohol, then the alcohol directly injures the cells of the person's liver, and which can cause the permanent damage of the liver of that person, and it can lead to liver failure also. And there is some other issues like cirrhosis and thickening and scarring of the liver, and the liver is not functioning properly when a person is consuming alcohol. Other toxic causes of hepatitis include overuse or overdose of medications and exposure to poisons. If the person is taking other toxic and it can cause the hepatitis, and which can include the overdose or overuse of different medications, and which can exposure poisons also. And next is autoimmune system response. In some cases, the immune system mistakes the liver as a harmful object and begins to attack it. And in some cases, the immune system of a person which has mistakes the liver and which has a harmful object, and which can begin to attack the liver of a person if the person has immune deficiency. It causes ongoing inflammation that can range from mild to severe. often hindering liver function. It's 3 times more common in women than in men. And also it can cause an ongoing inflammation or complex situation which can range the situation from mild to severe, and also hindering or barriers for liver functioning. And it's 3 times more in women rather than the men, and the major cases is seen at the time of or at the health of women. And next is common symptoms of hepatitis. What are the common symptoms? If you have infectious forms of hepatitis that are chronic, like hepatitis B and C, you may not have symptoms in the beginning. And there is different types of symptoms in hepatitis disease, and there is different symptoms for different types of hepatitis disease. And if you have infectious forms of hepatitis that are chronic, like hepatitis B and C, you may not have symptoms in the beginning. And if you are infected or if you have infectious forms of hepatitis, and through the chronic hepatitis, like a person is infected by hepatitis B or hepatitis C virus, then there is may not have symptoms in the beginning or in the primary stage of the hepatitis disease. Symptoms may not occur until the damage affects liver function. And also symptoms sometimes may not occur when the liver function is damaging, and in primary stages we cannot detect the problem or we cannot detect the disease. Signs and symptoms of acute hepatitis appear quickly, and they can include, means there is different types of symptoms, and when a person has acute hepatitis and there is symptoms are appearing quickly. And what are the symptoms? We will discuss on that. Fatigue, flu-like symptoms, dark urine, and next is pale stool, abdominal pain, loss of appetite, unexplained weight loss, yellow skin and eyes, which may be signs of jaundice. And chronic hepatitis develops slowly, so these signs and symptoms may be too subtle to notice. There is different types of symptoms, like some person have abdominal pain, loss of appetite, and sometimes some person have a weight loss issue, and there is skin is very yellowing and eyes also, and maybe signs of jaundice also. And chronic hepatitis develops slowly. There is no symptoms from the primary stage. And these are the symptoms if a person have or if the person is infected by the hepatitis virus. And next is, what are the complications of hepatitis? If a person is suffering from hepatitis disease, or if a person is infected by hepatitis A virus or hepatitis B virus or hepatitis C virus and hepatitis D or hepatitis E virus, then what are the complications in hepatitis disease, and what are the complications the person is facing if the person is infected by the hepatitis virus? And the chronic hepatitis B or C can often lead to more serious health problems because the virus affects the liver. People with chronic hepatitis B or C are at risk for. There is chronic hepatitis and acute hepatitis, and when a person is suffering from chronic hepatitis, or like if a person is suffering from hepatitis B or hepatitis C, it can often lead to more serious health problems, and it can lead to some other serious health problems. There is different hazardous situation, there is different life-threatening situations for these persons, those who have chronic hepatitis like hepatitis B or hepatitis C. And the virus affects the liver mainly, and the people with chronic hepatitis and B or hepatitis C, there is risk. And what are the risks or what are the complications if the person is suffering from chronic hepatitis? Like the risks are chronic liver disease, cirrhosis, liver cancer. When your liver stops functioning normally, liver failure can occur. And when when a person has chronic hepatitis, there is some other issues also like chronic liver disease. Some persons have liver disease, and some persons liver is not functioning properly, and cirrhosis and liver cancer also sometimes due to liver infection in serious cases, and sometimes liver stops functioning normally, and liver failure can occur death also. And complications of liver failure which includes like bleeding disorder, a buildup of fluid in your abdomen and known as ascites, and increased blood pressure in portal veins that enter your liver and known as portal hypertension. Sometimes it can include also bleeding disorder. Some persons have menstrual problem and bleeding problem, and a buildup of fluid also in your abdomen, and which is ascites problem. And sometimes there is increased of blood pressure and in portal veins and vein that enter into your liver, which is known as portal hypertension. Kidney failure, sometimes some persons have kidney failure due to liver infection, and hepatic encephalopathy, which can involve fatigue, memory loss, and diminished mental abilities due to the buildup of toxins like ammonia that affect brain function. Sometimes due to different issues like sometimes due to liver infection, due to hypertension, some persons have memory loss and mental abilities, and also they have build-up of toxins and like ammonia, and which can affect the brain functions. And hepatocellular carcinoma, which is a form of liver cancer. This is a form of liver cancer when a person's liver is not functioning properly. The person has a problem like liver cancer. Death, and people with chronic hepatitis B and C are encouraged to avoid alcohol because it can accelerate liver disease and failure. And sometimes some persons are facing death also because they are not getting proper treatment at the right time, and due to untreated they are facing death problems. And when some persons are taking or consuming excessive alcohol, at that situation they have liver disease and liver failure, and they have problems of chronic hepatitis like they are suffering from hepatitis B and C. Certain supplements and medications can also affect liver function. And if you have chronic hepatitis B or C, check with your doctor before taking any new medications. And if you have chronic hepatitis, or if you have hepatitis B or hepatitis C disease, then you can contact your doctor immediately when you are taking any new medications for preventing that disease. And there is supplements and medications are also affect the liver function. So we have to take care of that time if a person is suffering from hepatitis disease. This is all about today's lecture, and in this lecture we had discussed about the hepatitis disease, and we had already discussed what is hepatitis, different types of hepatitis, how the hepatitis occurred, or what are the causes of hepatitis disease, and different types of virus through which the person is suffering from hepatitis disease, and what are the complications when a person has hepatitis disease, and what are the risk factors. And also we had discussed about what are the different causes, and in next class we will discuss about more on that, and we will discuss on how we can diagnose, what are the treatments are available for eradicating the hepatitis disease, and we will discuss in next class on that. Thank you. Keep watching. Have a great day.